Clearly somebody was inspired by my Halloween costume, but what I want to know is, who did it better? I don't know, I want to say me, but I don't think that's true.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto, and what a wild Sunday we had in the NFL. We got a lot to get to, but let's start with the Chiefs, who remain undefeated and actually haven't lost since Christmas of last year. But the way they keep winning kind of has Team of Destiny vibes to it. Because Broncos fans and Chiefs haters alike were already counting that win in the loss column for KC. I'm sure the 72 Dolphins had the champagne ready to pop to celebrate the last undefeated team finally losing. But alas, that blocked field goal kept the Chiefs perfect, just in time for arguably the game of the season next week against Buffalo. A game the Bills are favored in, currently by 1.5 points. And our friends at FanDuel have even more Chiefs undefeated markets. If you think they run the table, then you're getting 8-1. Or you can bet who they will lose to break the undefeated streak. With the Bills at -130, Panthers at 13-1, and Raiders at 15-1. You know what? I would love it for Buffalo fans everywhere, especially here in Toronto, to have that dub. You know, just like the Leafs took it from the Jets, I want Buffalo to take it from the Chiefs. Now, outside of KC, it's clear the next best team in the NFL is Detroit, and they also defied the odds last night with that incredible Sunday night win against the Texans. Much like Denver, Houston looked to be in the driver's seat, as they were at an 85% win probability to start the fourth. And in a game featuring Dan Campbell, there's usually one crucial kick it or go for it situation. Only it was D'Amico Ryans of the Texans who made the wrong call. Houston had a 4th and 4 at the Lions 40 with just under 2 minutes left. Now, we all know what Dan Campbell would have done, and the analytics said clearly Houston should have went for it. Instead, they punted and lost. And let's stick with the Ben Solak tweet graphics, because the 7 interceptions both quarterbacks threw are the most in a game since the Bears and Rams in Week 14 of 2018. And we finish with the sun? Because yeah, of course we do. We all saw it. Which should have been an easy touchdown for CeeDee Lamb. But he was blinded by the sun at Cowboys Stadium. A problem that has happened there before. And after the game, he was pushing for curtains.
Are you in favor of curtains?
Yes, 1,000%.
Would you talk to Jerry about that?
I mean, y'all doing my job right now.
Okay, we will continue to help you on your quest. Get some curtains. If only it were that easy though. Because Jerry Jones was asked about the sun yesterday and absolutely went off when someone mentioned putting curtains up, saying, quote, well, let's just tear the damn stadium down and build another one. Oh my gosh. Okay, honestly, that would be me if somebody insulted something that I built and was proud of. So. Oh no, and he wasn't done, as Jones added. I'm saying the world knows where the sun is. You get to know that almost a year in advance. Someone asked me about the sun. What about the sun? Where's the moon? And sure enough, that is where our tweet swipe begins because the internet was on fire with us. I'm sorry, but Jerry Jones is sounding like Gabe Susan Lewis. CeeDee Lamb running wide open sun in the end zone only to be blinded by the sun. The internet's great, but you know, old man who built stadium with his bare hands is greater. Week 10 concludes tonight on TSN, as the Dolphins take on the Rams at 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific. And here's a crazy stat, and something that's never happened before. Every Florida team in college football and the NFL are combined 0-11 this weekend. Literally every team in the state has lost. So it's all in the Fins to change that tonight. The NHL season is always a grind, so it's important to take some time out and highlight the surprises, especially because things can change in an instant. But so far this season, there are 3 players that are dominating that you maybe didn't expect would be. Let's start with Kirill Kaprizov. Through 15 games, he's second in the NHL in points with 28, 1 behind Nathan McKinnon. And he's helped the Wild to a 10-2-3 start. Good for second in the Central. And honestly, if the Jets weren't absolutely lighting the league on fire, they would be first. What's been most impressive about Kaprizov, though, is how he's getting his points, as he leads the NHL in even strength points with 20, and in 6 of the 15 games he's played, he's recorded 3 or more points, which is wild. See what we did there? We know Krill the Thrill's a star, but these are superstar numbers, which makes us wonder what his potential truly is. On to surprise number 2, and that's former 3rd overall pick Dylan Strome. He and the Caps are off to a fantastic start this season, and are truly one of the best stories in hockey. In 14 games, Strome has 22 points, and is on pace to shatter his previous career high of 67. Strome has also built some incredible chemistry with Alex Ovechkin. Ovi already has 10 goals this season, and Strome has an assist on every single one of them. Which sounds like a made-up stat, but it ain't. At $5 million per year, Strome is proving to be one of the best value signings in the NHL. And now to our final surprise. And obviously you know where we're going with this one. Did anyone think that Anthony Stolarz would be the #1 goalie for the Leafs this season? I mean, listen, I didn't, but here we are and I'm absolutely delighted. He's 5th in the league in goals saved above expected, and he was actually 3rd in that category last year. But that was in just 27 games with the Stanley Cup champion Panthers. In his 10 starts this year, he's allowed 2 or fewer goals 8 times. And in his last 3 outings, he stopped 81 of 84 shots. Just absolutely magical out there. But I don't want to brag too much, because the season's a little early, and you know what happens when we brag. Time now for my favorite segment and yours, Why We Love Sports Today.
Why we love sports today.
And I think we have a new favorite receiver in the NFL, Xavier Legette of the Panthers. He played in Germany this week and had some takes on the food.
I had some chicken wings, Julia. Do I need to cook it? Let me try. Okay. I like that one.
Do you had any food since you arrived?
I had some chicken wings, Julia. They had a little different taste to them. Like y'all use a different twang of barbecue sauce. But they right here, I like it right here.
You know what? I feel like that was still an endorsement. It had a different taste of the barbecue sauce, but I think he still enjoyed it. And let's add another layer to this. Because before the trip to Germany, he mentioned he was a picky eater and was worried about what the German cuisine would have to offer.
I don't eat seafood. I don't eat like peppers and onions and all that. I don't really eat vegetables like that.
What? So you eat like pizza?
Yeah, and like I just started eating asparagus. I eat like string beans and green peas. But
That's not a
it.
surprise. Do they have to be cooked in bacon grease? Do they have to be cooked in bacon grease?
No. That ain't like that.
Pasta?
Yeah, I eat some pasta.
Okay.
Yeah, I eat some pasta.
Chicken, steak, all the regular stuff.
Yeah, all
no
the regular.
Seafood though?
Nah, I'm allergic.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people are like that. No seafood. Just get this man some schnitzel. He'll like the schnitzel. Now before we go, today is Remembrance Day. A day we honor the many brave Canadians who served and defended our country, and the ones who still do today, lest we forget.